What is good, everybody? Welcome to episode 21, Rebuilding the Denver Broncos. We are heading into what will be our final season. We were in the process of doing our end-of-season player review. The game crashed, so let's pick up right where we were. We were talking about Draymond Jones, who is a real-life sleeper for me. In real life, a third-round pick, uber-athletic interior defensive lineman out of Ohio State. And he walked away with 7.5 sacks, 47 tackles, super good numbers. So sticking with him definitely paid dividends. And for a guy with his upside after the season, we're going to go star development. Definitely deserve that. A big awareness boost paired with the play action. And then just some slight boosts here as well to his other traits, especially the pass rushing there, getting those 7.5 sacks. And then we will have to compensate that. Once we get to the Pro Bowl, we'll see who else kind of overperformed like that. And then we also need to do an upgrade here for Nathan Sala. He wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. We'll keep him with star development. But I do think with the 31 touchdown, 8 interception, he was up there in terms of passing yardage. He certainly deserves at least an awareness boost here to be an 80 overall entering next season. So he will definitely frontline some optimism for next season. Hopefully get this offense to be in that top tier next year. The defense should be pretty good as well. Von Miller's going to regress just a little bit. And then the other thing is Courtland Sutton went down to quick. He only had about 800 yards, but he's had some big years. He still had 8 touchdowns, 81 receptions. I think he should stay star based on the years he's had in the past. And then we did give Noah Fant his star development back after he went down after making the freaking Pro Bowl. Thanks, EA. But I do think it's fair as well with the games he's had, the clutch moments he's had, the stats he's putting up to boost that awareness up to 80, get that overall up. So we'll compensate a little bit of those when we get to the Pro Bowl. So now let's do our upgrades. We've got a bunch of them. Jonathan Taylor has been just a beast for us. A lot of people criticize this pick because we had Phillip Lindsay, but he has really been that breakout star running back that we were looking for in the first round. He's been kind of our Melvin Gordon out of Wisconsin. And we'll give Noah Fant that upgrade. He should be poised for a super season next year. Sala actually has an upgrade waiting for him. We're actually going to go strong arm here. He gets a throw power boost. That is huge right there. So he has gained 2 throw power in his rookie year. That's almost like Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, gained some throw power since his college days. So then we have an upgrade for Ephraim Scythe. He kind of disappointed, to be honest. We thought he was going to be a big addition, and that was a disappointing upgrade right there. He did not produce like we wanted, so we would love to get a boost in production from him next year. Him and Asante Samuel, to be honest, has been a little disappointing in the secondary. So with Marcus Peters being the defensive back of the year, hopefully we can get some better production from the other guys back there. And obviously Eric Berry, he's going to get a little regression, and he actually went down to normal development. But we've seen what he can do for this team, and I'm actually going to fix that. I'm going to put him back to star development because he has been a super bright spot on this entire franchise. And he is going to regress and is going to be in the final year of his contract here, but I do think he deserves the lack of regression that he's going to get with star development there. So let's advance ahead here to the Pro Bowl, find a couple players to balance out around the league. So let's see here. Any surprises? Anthony Miller for the Bears, Nico Collins for somebody. No yellow here. No big surprises to this point. How about on defense? Kaiser White for the Chargers. Nigel Bradham, but he's a little older. So we'll go with Kaiser White in the AFC, getting a boost. And then how about we could go D Ford and Anthony Miller. So we'll go Anthony Miller, D Ford, and Kaiser White. We'll get some player review boosts here. So for Ford, give him some awareness, that pursuit, the finesse moves. That'll do. Kaiser White, 121 tackles. Wow. We'll go star dev. Give him some awareness and stuff. Tackling, pursuit. Coverage is pretty damn good already. Couple block shed. And then Anthony Miller, 85 receptions, almost 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Go star development. That awareness up. And some route running boosts here. All right, so the Super Bowl is the Browns and the Giants. So the Baker Mayfield and Saquon Barkley picks from the 2018 draft paying off for those two teams. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl. And it is Daniel Jones and the Giants winning the Super Bowl. So the Giants making me look foolish with Saquon Barkley helping this team out. Daniel Jones is being a dominant 91 overall superstar in this league. He has just become a freak, man. Unbelievable. I don't understand EA's affinity for the Giants to always play well, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can really do about it. So Pruitt regressed. Jamal Davis, I'm not going to pay him that much. I think we need to franchise tag Bradley Chubb, although he would have a 5th-year option in real life. Maybe we just give him what he's asking for and adjust it to what that 5th-year option would be. So I'm going to do that here. I do have to pay him because if I just edit his contract, it won't update before then. So let's see the regression for like Eric Berry. Not too bad. I think that's all pretty fair regression. So we'll want to bring him back. I'd love to just get him on a 1-year deal. He wants 2 years. If that's what it's going to take to get him. Gosh, we have a lot of contracts up here. Wow. I probably should have paid more attention to these. So Noah Fant, we're going to pay him about $10 million a year. He has just been a freak. I have no problem giving him big bucks. He's a big piece of this franchise moving forward. So we'll give him about 10 mil, keeping these contracts realistic here. So we're keeping him. Drew Lock is gone. And maybe we will franchise tag him and trade him, because he is still definitely worth something. So Draymond, after a breakout contract season, 7.5 sacks like that, he'd probably get around 9 mil, I would think. So we'll go ahead, give him that. Nice, we got him back. So we got the big pieces back here. Cortland Sutton, we got to pay him. No problem giving him over 10 mil. He'd probably be in that high-end wide receiver 2, questionable wide receiver 1 conversation. He'd probably get about 13, 14 million. So we're saying goodbye to our cap space this year because we have to keep a lot of these guys that have developed for us, which is fine. That's what you want. If you can be a good draft and develop team, you'll take that. So we'll go around 13 a year for 4 years for Cortland Sutton. That'll take him up to age 30. All right, we got him back. Bradley Chubb, let's go ahead and edit that contract to be it'd be a $13 million cap hit on that 5th-year option under the current CBA. He really hasn't. Or is our math off? No, that's the new contract we just gave him. He would get that option. Or no, we just completed our 4th season in this, so this would be his 5th year. So, maybe we should just pay him based on projection as opposed to what he's actually done for us, and just really hope he can rise to that. So a 5-year, right now he's a 5-year, $67 million. That's about 12 per year, right? A little over. I think if I raise that just a little bit, that's actually, for a guy that didn't produce like that, I think he would actually probably go like the 3-year route, right? Because he'd rather, get his money if we're willing to pay him, but if he does emerge, he's going to want that $20+ million payday. So I think a 3-year, $40 million contract is pretty realistic for what he would fetch for his production and his kind of pedigree. So we'll adjust that there. How was Vaughn's regression here? Not too bad. He's starting to lose some of that speed, but he should still be a factor for us. So we're losing a lot of guys on this D-line. That's really to be expected. We're losing like the entire D-line except for Draymond Jones and LeBron Ray. We'll let Deshaun Hamilton hit the market, but we might try to get him back. I'm going to pay Eric Berry a 2-year contract. It's not ideal, but I really don't want to lose him, and we're not in a great place to really replace him, I don't think. I mean, we might end up cutting him after that first year, and maybe we can get him with less bonus here so that we don't take that big hit. Granted, we're not actually going to get that far in this series, but we're going to keep planning as if we were. So we're just going to give him that 2-year contract. So we got him back. And then I think what I'm going to do is do a tag and trade with Drew Lock. So we hit him with that tag, and then let's just go ahead and trade him when we get there. So we'll let everyone else hit the market. We'll find a suitor for Drew Lock. He'd probably fetch a 3rd round pick. First thing we got to do is shift that to salary. I don't know how teams do tag and trades without impacting their salary cap, but they do. So 26.18 salary. Really don't understand if there's a loophole in the CBA that lets you do this or what. Let's go ahead and find a suitor for Mr. Locke. Who needs a quarterback? Let's see. The Bengals absolutely need a quarterback. That'd be probably the ideal fit here. He would start day 1 for them. Let's see who else. There you go, Finns fans. You've been asking for Tua to start here. They're finally done with Rosen, so there you go. We're finally going to see Tua there. And then, let's see. Oh, geez, the Lions desperately need Drew Lock. Aaron Rodgers just retired. But they have Jordan Love. So there are still some teams that could use him. The Saints just lost Drew Brees. And Big Ben just retired. So there's actually a huge market for Drew Lock. Honestly, in this market, I think he would fetch a 2nd round pick when there's this many teams that need quarterbacks. I think that the Steelers would be a good fit for Drew Lock. They're super close on that. Well, let's see. If they don't want to do it, maybe like the Saints will do it. There you go. Your loss, Steelers. The Saints saw value, or you didn't. We'll have to see who the Steelers end up drafting. So we have $20 million in cap space. Not a ton of room to move around here. We could probably use a wide receiver. Maybe we bring Antonio Brown back for another year. He can still play. At that 85 overall now, he wouldn't hurt this team quite as much as he did last year in terms of the development. Paris Campbell would be fun. He becomes a free agent. He didn't quite work out there in Indianapolis. I think that's going to be a big signing for us, is we're gonna target a receiver there. We do need a 2nd tight end now. Maybe Foster Moreau, someone like that. The offensive line, looks like Garrett Bowles is starting to regress. We definitely need D-line help. There are some options out here. So maybe we go back for Willie Henry or something. We'll come back and look at that. Just want to kind of see all of the options here before we do anything. We could definitely use another linebacker next to Deion Jones because Trevathan's gone. I don't think we can afford Leighton Vander Esch, as fun as that would be. At corner, I love the idea of putting DeAndre Baker in the slot for us. He's not asking for that much. We can definitely afford him. That's about what he would ask for at that overall, so we'll check that out. Mackenzie Alexander can play there too. He's just asking for a 1-year deal. But I'd rather pay up for DeAndre Baker to shore up that secondary because we lost Justin Coleman. We're good at safety. So let's do wide receiver first. We could bring Michael Gallup back to Colorado. I'm sure Broncos fans would love that. 3 years, $7 million. We got a quarterback on a rookie contract right now. I think that's about fair. Leaves us $9 million in cap space. We need somebody here. How about Hayden Hurst? That's a decent contract. 3 years, $4 million. Actually, he would be a former first-round pick. He'd probably be in the 1-year contract department, the prove-it-year deal. Let's go that route, see if he takes it. No O-linemen here that are an upgrade for us, really. I want to see if Willie Henry wants to come back on a 1-year deal. Although we don't really have the cap space at the moment. I think we got to just wait it out and see what we end up getting here. We might have to go cheaper on the interior. We do kind of have our 2 starters with the 2 young guys. All right, let's see what happens. All right, we got all those guys. Wow. All right. So that's a good free agency class. We don't have the cap space to really blow out and sign a bunch of these guys. Baker was waiting on an upgrade there, so he's going to go up to an 80 overall. I think that's a great addition in the slot for us. But that's what happens when you go with realistic contracts and don't just use EA's crappy contracts in this game. Gladly, that's fixed in Madden 20, so we don't have to deal with that. But yeah, you know, it's hard to maintain good teams like this. We're really pushing it here with $1.4 million in cap space, but we have an extra second-round pick to fill out some of these needs. So I think we should just sim ahead to the draft. We should have a half-decent pick here, even though we almost made the playoffs. So the Chargers end up with the first overall pick, and they are going to get a new quarterback to replace Justin Herbert, and that is not going to be fun to play twice a year. That guy's a beast. So here we go. Pick 20. Actually not as good of a pick as I thought we might have, but we should be able to still find a pretty good player here. So wide receiver, maybe we'd think about one of these guys. I don't think so. This tight end looks like an absolute monster, but we don't need a tight end, unfortunately. O-line would probably be a good pick for us. We definitely could upgrade at either tackle position. We also need D tackle. Quinn Pape. B power moves, decent athlete. It's tempting. We need a linebacker as well. A lot of good options. Got an athletic guy out of USC here. Dang. Decisions here. I honestly think that tackle is our biggest need, but these guys are all second, third round picks. I'm content to take the guy that's not going to be there at another position of need with Quinn Pape, who looks like a pretty freaking good player. 75 overall quick. He'll start for us. 84 power moves, 90 strength. Good run defender as well. We needed a player like that. So I'm perfectly fine with that. So let's skip ahead to our next pick. This guy might not be a bad pass protecting prospect here. B- pass block finesse. That's pretty good. That's our big concern right now is the pass protection. He might not be much of a run blocker, but we're going to go ahead and take him. 70 overall quick. He is a good pass blocker though, but yeah, he can't run block to save his life, man. All right. We do have another pick here in just a second. Now, this Harvey Suttle is just a freak, a 4'6", 140 for a left guard. Pretty hard to pass him up, honestly. We do need a middle linebacker, though, really bad. Both these guys are good athletes. You go with the SEC linebacker with some size, or the smaller Kent State guy, a little faster. We're going to go with Skylar Ritchie. All right, he'll start for us. That's not bad. Decent coverage, just kind of a balanced guy. I'm not going to complain about that pick. So it says third round pick 20, Patriots. Is that right? I thought, did we send this pick to the Patriots for someone? Am I forgetting something? Did we move up for that pick or something? I guess we did. I don't remember. Maybe you guys can remind me. That must be why we did that. That's why we have a user on the Patriots. I'm dumb. Okay, fourth round. Can we find a steal at tackle here? This guy's 6'8", 322. He's got good pass blocking numbers there, though. I would love to find an upgrade this late in the draft. Let's see what we can get here. 71 quick. He's better than the guy we took in the second. He can actually run block a little bit. It's not bad for a 4th round pick there. Should we grab some more speed here? Just a burner out of FIU. Alright. Well, he can return kicks for us. Never hurts to have some speed at the depth. Sitting down here in undrafted ranks, 25 years old, 6'7", 234. A 43-inch vertical with a 4.5, 440 out of Lane University. We're going to take a chance on him. 99 spectacular catch. We might have to make him a tight end. His run block is garbage. Taj Okereke, welcome to the squad. Alright, last pick here. We did lose our kicker. Maybe we need to go with a kicker. Right? Yeah, we don't have a kicker, so let's grab Mike Conover. Oh yeah, he'll do. Alright, that's a good draft, ladies and gentlemen. That'll set up nicely for the last season here. Let's just go through, see what positions we might need to still pick someone up here. If we have any cap space, we're going to need a quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and, just for fun here, we're going to switch this guy to tight end and have him gain 10 pounds. And we'll take off like a speed, agility, and acceleration. And give him a strength. Because why not? That's something I wish that Madden had that we have in our TFGO league, which, by the way, I'm so excited for Madden 20 because I'm going to pick back up on the TFGO league content here on this channel and on my new channel, TFG Plays. If you're not following that yet, I might as well plug that you can go check that out. I'll drop a link here in the description. But really excited. I'm going to be playing as the Chiefs next year, so we're going to have that Patrick Mahomes with all those superstar abilities, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I just noticed maybe we should have taken Akron to have Bateem Barnes' running mate there. But I'm happy with what we ended up with. So we really just need to sign a quarterback. For our training this year, we'll go with our quarterback. We'll go with Asante Samuel. We want him to break out. And I think I'll go with Draymond Jones. Although he's 29. Maybe Cortland Sutton. Do we want to focus on him a little more? We'll go Cortland Sutton. We'll pick up an upgrade for our young center here. He's not necessarily developing as well as we'd like. So Antonio Brown actually slips through the cracks. We don't have the cap space for him, unfortunately. Let's see. We got to sign a quarterback. David Calhoun. Super athletic, no arm. But why not? So we have 2.97 mil in cap space. I would love to get Antonio Brown back in here if we can find someone to cut to clear up that cap space. The best way to do this is going to be to look at the roster. It'll tell you the cap space cleared if we cut them. So we can save $1 million by releasing this guy. It would hurt our depth at running back, but might not be a bad idea. Let's see. Peoples-Jones, nothing's really come of him. Clay Westman. There's not a whole lot of cuts here that's going to save us a lot of money. We're kind of strapped, to be honest. I don't think we can swing Antonio. So we'll have to just settle for what we got. Michael Gallup. Alright, so week 4, we only have 2 cuts to make. They're suggesting Lucas Parks, I agree. And maybe this guy right here, Dion Lowe. We'll keep him around. Wow, we need edge depth really bad. We gotta sign somebody that can play edge for us. Let's see, how many corners do we have? Practice squad U. But we need to do something here to get someone on the edge. Doesn't have to be anyone too special. Let's just bring Jamal Davis back. I'm gonna cut Trenton Terra at guard. Okay, so we got some upgrades here. Let's just get to week 1. We'll set our goals, we'll do our upgrades, and then we will be on our way, ready to kick off our final season of what will be our final Madden 19 series. Finally in the books, another good year of Madden on our end. I cannot say the same about the efforts that EA made last year. Hoping it's going to be better next year. Things seem to be trending in the right direction, but it's a total wait and see approach. So some good upgrades there. Ben DeLuca is about ready to start. He's just waiting on Eric Berry to stop producing for us. So we'll set our season goal, make it to the Super Bowl. It's get the job done or bust this year for Vic Fangio. So I like where we're looking. Really excited for this next year. I hope you guys are too. Please hit that like button. Cheers as always, and we'll see you for the next one. Peace out.